Hello, greetings, this is Gilles Mention. I came to wish you a good day and pull out a few oracle from the Voyager Tarot for those who are seeking guidance, inspiration. And we'll see what the higher self, or when we're asking the tarot, we are seeking guidance from a higher self, or it is a perfect mirror. It is a key. Those are symbols, that archetypes that helps us understand, bring to the forward of our consciousness certain aspects, certain ideas, certain understanding. I also wanted to say that if you have a very, very important decision to make and you're not sure what to do, you may ask your guides for it. It's not always easy to ask invisible presence, for most people, we don't even, before we make that connection, it is very difficult and delicate to trust invisible presence, or because they are invisible, and so, but it is. And so it is not an easy thing to do, but it is something that we still have to. The more we trust in that, the more we trust in the fact that everything is perfect, no matter what the condition, our emotional condition, our physical condition, our life condition is. Those are just temporary conditions, and so we have to hold on to that inner self and try to put our focus into what is the higher light within us. For the situation for us is confusion. Confusion is very useful. For confusion, from confusion and creativity will bring out the new idea, new aspects. So it is important we'll evolve through chaos or through harmony. We wanna allow ourselves to be. To work with all the energies that are presented to us. What surrounds this experience is the Hierophant. It is the Lord of Obstacle. It is here. It is the Lord Buddha, and so there is around that there is a great deal of knowledge and wisdom that will be imparted from accepting the process and trusting life, or trusting that everything is exactly as scheduled. For our higher self knows exactly where we are, exactly what we're ready for, exactly what we came here to do. For sometimes I feel like I came here to explore the idea of failure, the idea of rejection, humiliation, but in many sense to be an avant-gardist in terms of philosophy or art. There's a lot of throughout history there's always been philosophers and artists that have been completely ignored during their lifetime, such as Dante or Spinoza or Van Gogh, but and yet after their passing away, we recognize what they brought to the human consciousness. So it is part of the process. It is allowing yourself not to be attached to anything, just being as free as possible. What we see before us is the sensor. So it is quite wonderful. It is an increase in our sensitivity. It is an increase in our psychic power. It is understanding what's behind the veil. See the magician behind the veil, to understand to connect to the higher self. What we have in our subconscious, which is our past, is the star. So it is about the dream come true. This has been anchored. So we have been connecting to our star, to our guide. We have to stay focused on our guiding light. For this has been already integrated, and we have to stay focused on that. Right now we are in the situation of being the learner. It is a child of crystal. So it is about learning. We are learning, we are being prepared, we are being groomed into this new this new energies that will allow us to be more in control of our frequency and move into self-mastery eventually. What's coming up right next for us is this purity. Purity is an open window. For it is a sense of as we purify ourselves, purify our thoughts, our mind, we become lighter and things become easier. What we are in this situation, what is the assets, or what we have in this situation is success. So success is inner and outer success. For all outer success come from inner self-empowerment. All those who are enjoying outer success come from either karmic condition or the manifestation of their own inner success. So it is about understanding we already are a success, no matter what life may reflect us in any temporal situation, and not to lose sight of that. For what we see in the outer world is the actor. So it is life is a stage, and everybody's playing roles, and so eventually we'll drop the mask and be ourselves. But until then, we have to accept the stage, accept our role within the stage, within the play. And it's a one-act play. The life is just like, as Heraclite, the great pre-Socratic philosopher, say, you come in, you see, and then you leave. The life is a stage, and Shakespeare just went a little bit beyond that. But in many sense, it is the same idea that
everything is just is an act, is a play, so life is this great holographic stage, and so we do want to do our best, and everybody's doing exactly the best they can given their situation, given the circumstances. So do not be in judgment of yourself. Understand there is this great deal of potential of success. For in our inner emotion, we are being oppressed sometimes. It means we have to react, we have to aspire, because otherwise life, we allow ourselves to sometimes to allow our past unconscious creation to take over the control of the circumstances of our life, because we have not yet gained full control over all circumstances within our life, but we are moving towards that. The key and the outcome for this reading is love. Love is a sharing. It is love is something mysterious. Love cannot be defined. Love cannot be enclosed within anything. Love is a free flow energy, but when it is something we receive. We do not own love. Love belongs to God. It is a gift from God, and when we have the experience of love, we know how powerful it is. And so it is great. There is a great deal of experiences. It's also an experience of intimacy. It's an experience of it's very powerful. Love is the most beautiful experience. No matter what love is, it is there, and it is the potential of it and the experience of it makes it the whole everything worthwhile. And so once we overcome the confusions, we use our creativity we find a way to realign into this order, this acceptance, and we surround whatever is dysfunctional within the hands of the universe, of God, of Spirit. Then we find the harvest, we find the rewards, we find the completion, we find the abundance and the prosperity. And in terms of the oppression here, it is very temporary, because as soon as we react, as soon as we aspire for freedom, we aspire for abundance, then we'll discover the universe. It is a dance of salvation. It is the whole world is opening up, and so all those things are very temporary. It is we do not want to let ourselves be distracted by the process of clearing up. I'm doing a cleansing, and it's quite difficult sometimes. To do that, it is not enjoyable. You have to face many things with patience and perseverance. Well, I hope this reading was interesting for you. Thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing, and commenting if you have any question or comment. The painting behind me is called Love Space. It is part of the interior series, the museum series. It's one of the first ones from 2007. It is a painting. When I paint them, I just do them, and then eventually they reveal themselves to me. And this one, I can sense that it is like the aura of the earth, which is light and pure and beautiful, and then this is what is going on right now, which is heavy, intoxicated, polluted, and so it is a rapport of proportion between the higher self of the earth and our present stage of being. Yet this painting is so it may be talking about environmental destruction and the need to purify ourselves and to respect the earth. So it is. But it is even without explanation for everybody will have the relationship to art is very personal, and there is no right or wrong. It's just a matter of sensitivity and sensibility, what we like, what we do not like, and so there is no right or wrong. So. But there is a sense of appreciation, and so for me it is about finding out, knowing when the painting is finished to move on to something else. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Namaste.